Hi, my name's Helen O'Sullivan. I'm the Seniors and Disability Engagement Officer here with the City of Belmont, and I'm here to talk about a great project that we've been running, Stories and Skills Across the Generations, an intergenerational project that brings younger and older people from our community together to learn and share.
I'm Professor Loretta Baldassar from the University of Western Australia. Our role in the wonderful Belmont Stories and Skills Intergenerational Project is to try to break down some of the barriers that older people face in using new technologies. For example, at the start of the project, almost all of the older participants told us that they have very low digital literacy, that they are a bit scared even of these new technologies. Some of them even said that they're just not interested in learning about them at all. But at the same time, more than half said they would like to improve this knowledge and learn some skills. And you know, by the end of the project, everybody had a better understanding of how technology can be used to improve their well-being, to help them find information online, to help them connect with their loved ones.
You're right, Mary.
No.
It's all right, Mary, I'm here.
I always like to try something new, and it's an opportunity to meet other people, and I find people very interesting. And the more people I meet, the wiser I get.
The project was developed in response to our community expressing some of the concerns around ageing in the City of Belmont, and that included I guess feeling a bit socially isolated, feeling a bit invisible in the community, a lack of opportunities to engage with younger people in the community, and thirdly, a bit of a fear around what's happening in the space of technology and how quick that's progressing. So we thought, let's roll it all into one, and that's why we're called Stories and Skills.
I've always had this quest for how was life from a perspective of older people, and what were their experiences, and trying to align them with what we're experiencing right now as a youth. So it was just out of curiosity, and also the few skills that I have to also impart them on the older generation, while I also tap from their wisdom.
I've been in Australia for 2 years now, but I didn't have much communication with the Australian people. So I wanted to get to know the people, the society I'm living in. So I'm more confident in interacting with people and how to, the Australian cultural values and all that stuff. So I think this is the best place to start because you learn a lot from your seniors.
Basically, we've recruited 20 young volunteers and 20 older residents to be part of the project, and the project's been running for 10 weeks. Each week we get together for a couple of hours, and we take this opportunity to share each other's stories and include aspects of technology.
Well, it sounded very interesting to mix the generations and just an opportunity to interact with younger people. It was fascinating for me. Yes, I've looked at games, which I never would have looked at before, and even Facebook, which I'm not on, but a lot of the technical things that the young people know how to manage and do it so quickly has been an eye-opener. It's great.
Well, I've got to say, it was a meeting in Sunderland, isn't it? The first one. And that was great. Yeah. And I'm happy to see so many people are interested. I have been doing computers for a few years now, but very amateurish, and because I don't use it very much, I lost some of the skills that I had. And this has renewed a few more, and I was learning online banking.
The stories have been told over the 10 weeks. We've been gathering photos, summaries of people's lives, different aspects of their journey through life, and those booklets will be printed up and shared both with the participants, so they'll have the opportunity to share with their families and also to continue the story. Over 10 weeks we get a snapshot of the memories and the different parts of their lives, but they may like to explore that further.
It's been wonderful, a wonderful experience, because I knew nothing about some of my ancestors and things, and then I met Mary, and Mary's been wonderful.
I'm finding out more things about my side of the life, bits and pieces. You see, the years have gone by. As you move around, it chucks stuff away, and in the process, of course, you lose a lot of stuff, and you've got to make it up. And this is one way that I've found. As a matter of fact, I'm sitting there this morning, going through the lamp history, and I'm finding things that I didn't even know.
I've learnt that on my husband's side, his auntie had the Princess of Italy, illegitimate child of the king, and nobody knew until she turned 100. And then she was sent out here, of course, when she was pregnant. But once she'd passed on, in her papers and everything, was all the whole story of what happened.
I've enjoyed listening to her where she was born and where her mother was born and her life story, and their lives are very similar. These are new migrants that are coming here, and we've got to get to know them and to understand them and mix, because they're great people and enrich Australia a lot more.
The people around you and the ways of life and showing different skills that you have. It reminds me of my school days, being a person sitting there and the tutor explaining you step by step.
We've got a great diverse group of young volunteers, and the way people have just connected. Week one, I was concerned about how we'd pair people up, and it just automatically, and you know, where people saying, she's mine, I'm with her. So people have really built very quick connections with each other.
I've learned so much from her, different things, and she gave me a lot of advices while we were talking, and I really found them helpful for my own life. Yeah, and different things, how to adjust in this society, and different behaviors you see, and how to tolerate people. Yeah.
You would realize that in whatever stage, it's like a cycle. Where you are and the dreams that you have, the older people also had the same things. It might be just different circumstances and environments, but it's interesting.
Yes, our personalities just clicked at the first.
You can check this out. You won't believe this. He is amazing. His mind is still very sharp, and I was trying to gather. So how do you enable yourself to be this sharp at this age, at 91?
We will be proud doing it all because it's been put into perspective.
We seemed to click as soon as we met. As far as I'm concerned anyway, we did, didn't we? And she just knows how to get me to talk and give information that I'd forgotten about, and you know, it's a wonderful contact. And I've booked her for next year.
It's been the journey through the last 10 weeks that have been so enjoyable and beneficial for all those involved.